Young on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking left side, and he's got it in. It's McCoy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Young. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Young, and that's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Baldwin's going to have to be careful to not get frustrated. He's going to be covered by Xavier Rhodes. That could be a fun one to watch.
Without a doubt, because when you're talking about corners that have to match up best on best, Xavier Rhodes is up for the challenge. And if you throw one of those willowy receivers,
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Okay, let's go.
2nd down, Vick. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Hey, let's go. Eagle.
Vick to throw it. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost it.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Steve Young on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And McCoy loses the football. And the Rams have got it back. Often on fumbles, you look at a guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Vic now. And he's got a man. It's T.O. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Vic on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now here's Vic. Steps away to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Michael Vick, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are in for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Out now come the legends. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. It's Young on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a second down throw for Young. Going for it all. And he will have a touchdown. Antonio Brown, 27 yards. And the Madden legends with the extra point can tie this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Caught left side by Hilton. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Vic operating on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now a second down throw for Vic. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for Hilton. And this one is incomplete. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Vic readies to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy, 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. Young looks to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, Young. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Madden legends are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The return man is Hill. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball,
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
We often say get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of the second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing? It's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Young on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. It'll be Vic once more. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, Vic again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now he's got it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, going into the final play of this